Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here to talk about the biggest IPO of 2020. Stroke the walls. So this could be the next Amazon. I bought some glasses on there. I'll show you a look at them now.
Oh, look at that. That's nice and shiny. Hey, would you look at this?
Wish you had a pair? Wish. Quick facts. Most downloaded shopping app worldwide 2018 doubled their revenue last year to 1.9 billion. So for those who didn't know, Wish is a shopping service that puts consumers directly in touch with sellers to buy clothing, electronics, home items, gadgets, and more at a steep discount. There are some knockoff products and some look-alike products. Sometimes you may see a real brand name product on Wish, but they aren't as cheap and often sell out. So just like Amazon has Jeff Bezos and Tesla has Elon Musk, Wish has Peter Zolchevsky. Peter is the CEO and founder and owns 18% of the company. Some interesting facts about Peter. In 2004, just before he graduated at 23, Peter started a 4-month internship at Google, which then had less than 1,000 employees and was gearing up for its IPO. He lived in a 3-bedroom house in Palo Alto with 3 other interns, churning out code by day and pumping iron at night. You always got the sense that he didn't have time for, messing around, says former Googler Brian Singerman, now a partner at venture firm Founders Fund and an investor in Wish. Once he became a full-time Google employee, Peter wrote the prototype algorithms for keyword expansion, a feature Google sold to early advertisers to help them expand the number of search terms they could show their ads against. A company selling running shoes, for instance, might forget to ask Google to target searches for sneakers, but Peter's code silently added those keywords so they didn't have to. Advertisers spent more, and the feature added roughly $100 million to Google's annual revenue, claims Peter. So this guy pretty much knows what he's doing when it comes to code and getting people to sell and buy things. Then, in 2009, with enough savings to see him through the next 2 years, he spent 6 months at his home computer writing code for software that could predict someone's interests, such as running or gardening, based on their browsing behavior and match that to a potential product or advertisement, calling the system context logic. Then in September 2010, investors put $1.7 million into Context Logic. The wheels greased by introductions from a friend of Peter, Yelp CEO Jerry Stoppelman. This business plan was to go compete with Google on AdWords in Korea, or some crazy thing, remembers Jerry Yang, the billionaire co-founder of Yahoo, who invested in Wish through his angel fund Amy Cloud Ventures. But he adds, their technology was really good. It was so good that in 2011, Facebook offered $20 million to buy Context Logic, an offer Peter didn't accept. So the moment you've all been waiting for, some of the revenue figures, pricing figures, and let's compare it to other platforms such as Alibaba and eBay, which I actually thought eBay was a dying breed, though they still have small but steady increases in revenue, which has a market cap of $37 billion. Which is probably going to be a little bit less due to the overvalued stocks on the Nasdaq at the moment, which I see falling quite a bit. Though if you're a real investor, you don't worry about the overall market and you focus on individual stocks that are going to grow their earnings and revenue largely in the next 10 years, due to things you can foresee and have a good understanding on. So why you might invest in Wish? I'm struggling to find some recent figures, though we'll look at these ones. The most downloaded shopping app worldwide in 2018, and is now the 3rd biggest e-commerce marketplace in the US by sales. Globally, some 90 million people use it at least once a month. That includes myself. So how do they make the money? Taking a 15% cut of their purchases. Wish doubled its revenue last year to $1.9 billion, and as of its last fundraising round, it was valued at more than $8.7 billion. So Wish may be the best on price, but so far it's lagging behind Amazon in terms of same-day delivery and such things. Though, with the recent raising of $1.3 billion, the CEO plans to put this money into such areas, improving Wish's logistics, personalization, and selection, which would help it hold off competitors, and take some more money out of Jeff Bezos' pockets, since they're so deep.
No, I want
So Wish is not yet profitable because they spend so much on advertising through people like Pandora, Snapchat, and Facebook. Though this could change once they bring down the advertisement costs and word of mouth spreads that they're the cheapest place to get anything. So people might be looking on Facebook or on Instagram, seeing a product they like, but then they're probably going to go to Wish to get it cheaper. And this is my opinion, but actually something I'd do. If I saw a product, I'd check Wish and see if it was any cheaper on there. As generally it is. Does Wish have a moat? Well, yes and no. The moat may be that people are going to say, oh, did you check Wish? It's probably cheaper on Wish. Yeah, get on Wish, check Wish. So once the name gets around that the cheapest place to get something, they'll be able to stop spending so much on advertising and become more profitable and grow. And the other thing, they're a small company, they can grow into a large company. Unlike Amazon, it's going to be much harder for Amazon to triple its market cap compared to Wish, with a market cap of 11 billion. And yes, the disadvantage to a company such as Facebook, who doesn't have to spend money to get advertising, as people are on there to stalk girls. I mean, look at Friends, and then they come across a product. Then perhaps they come across this product and say, oh, this is nice. Maybe I should check Wish and get a better price for it. So things I like about Wish, it's a small company that can grow into a much larger company, and it's something I use so I can understand why people would use it. And I apologize for the crappy background noise. I have a great microphone here, though it doesn't work on this new MacBook with the Catalina. Oh, I know, I'll look on Wish for something really cheap that's still good. Oh, some reviews here. Oh, it's only $23. Great. I'll order it now. Who needs money anyway?